Hello everyone who is interested in learning Russian from zero. My name is Natalie and here in the EasyCal's YouTube channel, The Student's Place, I'm going to give you some basics in the Russian language, like their alphabet, grammar, vocabulary, and even some cultural issues. So we've already started learning the Russian ABC, and I'd like to tell you that actually there are different approaches in terms of what should we start with learning a new language. So some teachers say that it's better to start with getting involved into some well-prepared sentences in order to speak just from the scratch and in order to communicate with others. And other teachers say that it's better to be involved into the language-focused method, like studying grammar, vocabulary, the alphabet, and so on. So I've decided to choose the second one. That's why we continue learning the Russian ABC. So thank you very much for all your comments, and I tried to take all their feedback into account. So today I'd like to differentiate different styles of writing the Russian letters. So if you remember, in the previous lesson we took the first 10 Russian letters. I hope you remember them. So I showed you different styles, right? I showed you print styles, I showed you even cursive styles, but today I would like to differentiate them. So you know that Russians do not use print style very often. So what I mean? I mean that print style is usually used in newspapers, in signs, and actually when the letters are printed mechanically. But if you'd like to recognize the Russian letters in somebody's notebooks, in somebody's notes, when you need to, for example, differentiate some lectures from your university, you must get involved into this theory. Okay, so if you remember, the first letter we took in the previous lesson was R. I hope that you remember that. And I will give you the print style like this. So that's the way Russian R in print style looks like, right? So the capital one and the small one. And the cursive style, you need to take a good notebook because we will write a lot. So that's why I ask you to prepare a pen or a pencil and a special notebook. What I mean? I mean that you need some piece of paper with a kind of little squares, something like that, because all children from their elementary school, they start using this kind of notebooks in order to keep their shape and the size of letters, right? So that's why, please, maybe find any kinds of graph grid paper, yes, with the squares. And another tip I'd like to give you is that the best way to write a proper cursive letter is to keep it a bit diagonal. So you see, when you write a print style R, for example, you keep it kind of like this, right? So, and when you need to get the proper cursive R, what do you need? You need to make a diagonal like this. So, and it will be like this. So you see, you need to make a kind of a hook, a kind of a downside stroke, I should say. Then you go down and you make a loop. So let's practice. Please pause the video and try to do it yourself, okay? So let's try it again. Just follow my instructions. So again, a kind of a diagonal line, a kind of a downstroke, right? Line, then go down like this and like this, like a kind of a loop somewhere in the middle. Actually, it's not very strict, I should tell you, and we Russians, we sometimes change the style a bit, so if you would like to try this kind of R, it will be good as well. So you can do it like this, again, a kind of a diagonal down side stroke, then you go down and make a line somewhere in the middle of them, okay? So please practice and leave comments below. Okay, and as for the lowercase cursive R, let me show it for you. So again, please try to use this graph grid paper in order to keep the same shape and form. So, okay, I will start from this point. For example, it will be like this. So, it looks like English C. And then just keep drawing and a hook, something like that. You will have an angle between the circle, between the oval and the hook. So it's a typical Russian cursive R, the lowercase cursive R. So, and I would like to introduce the first word in Russian, starting with the letter R. Okay, so let me clean the whiteboard. Please practice a lot, because you need to put a lot of efforts into this. Okay, so I will start with the printed style. The word is ananas. It's a pineapple in English. Okay, I will do it like this. Nas. It's a very simple word. A pineapple in English. And I will give you the first sentence. Just a demonstrative, okay? Just indicating this object. For example, this is a pineapple. How to say it in Russian? Just be attentive, I will show it. Это. So, это is a Russian demonstrative pronoun. Это means this. Just an equivalent. Это ананас. Okay, just imagine a pineapple on the plate. You just indicate it. Это ананас. This is a pineapple. What is interesting about this part, with this piece of grammar, is that you used to use a verb, right, and an article. This is a pineapple, right? But in Russian, you don't need the verb nor an article. So, in Russian, it would be like this pineapple. Это ананас. Okay, and now I will try to write a word ananas in cursive style, connecting all the letters in a row. Just be attentive, be careful, do not get frustrated if it will look a bit weird and difficult. Actually, you will get into the point maybe a bit sooner. Okay, so pause anytime you need practice, okay? So, again, the lowercase cursive Russian R, a hook here, and then N, again, R, N. So, please do not get frustrated that we haven't already taken N. It's okay. Be attentive to this R and the way it connects with other letters, okay? ananas. So you see how beautiful it looks like. Yeah, so you see here are 3 R in this word, and the way it is connected, yes, to other letters. It's just very easy, so you need to put a hand, yes, to the letter next to it, right? Okay, so now let's take the second letter. So we've discussed it, right, in the previous lesson. So you can pause the video, yes, and try to remember what is the next letter. So the second one is B. So do you remember the print style? It is like this. So again, a kind of an English, B, but it's not. And the lowercase. So it is a print style B, right? And now the cursive form. So to make a proper cursive B, you need to start with, again, a downside stroke like this, then a horizontal cross stroke like this. You know, it's very beautiful. So a downside stroke, then a horizontal cross stroke, and a kind of the oval with a loop, something like this. Yeah, so very curly, very wavy, something like that. Okay, let's do it again. So pause the video, stop anytime you need some practice and put efforts, okay? Put efforts. And remember about the graph, yes, grid paper. So I won't make this squares anymore, okay? I will do it just on the blank whiteboard. Okay, again, a kind of a hook, a bit diagonal. Please remember, keep it diagonal, okay? Then a horizontal cross stroke, okay, like this, and a kind of the loop. So actually I should tell you that you can just well, maybe do not do this loop. Some people do it, some people not. That's okay. So you can even make it simpler. You can even make it easier for you, and it won't be a problem. You can do it like this: a downside stroke, a horizontal cross stroke, and just a circle, yeah, like an oval. Without this loop, it will be great. Some Russian people even get rid of this beautiful curls, and they do it like this, so it's also proper. Okay, and as for the small cursive Russian B, I showed it, right? I showed it in the previous lesson, but now I will differentiate everything, right? And together with the uppercase Russian B, I will show you the lowercase Russian cursive B. It is like this, so it's pretty similar to, well, a kind of an English D maybe, but without this terminating of trail off, yes, to the right side, okay? So the tail, yes, is rather different. So again, you can do it like this. You can make an oval and then a tail, yes, on the top of it. It looks like a cherry, maybe it looks like an olive, something like that, like an oval and a tail on the top of it, something like that. Okay, keep practicing. Again, an oval, then you just make a tail from the very right just side of this oval, and yeah, this kind of a tail, okay? So, I hope that it's not very difficult for you. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me, to ask us. Yes, I will try to make it as clear as possible. Okay, so and now I will give you the word starting with this letter. Okay, so again it will be a fruit, it will be banan, a banana. Okay, so it's pretty similar, yes, in Russian as in English. Yeah, so banan. I will start writing it in print style and then go to the cursive one. Ba. So I'll just keep listening to the way I connect the letters, yes, the sounds, the syllables. We will go deep into the syllables a bit later, but just you can try to get it from the very beginning of our learning. Banan. Banan. Yes, I will even try to make a kind of a transcription for you, and just feel free to comment whether it is like suitable, whether it's sufficient for you. Do you need transcriptions? Do you need stress? Okay, of course we will do that later. It will be like this: banan, banan. So the stress will be here, banan. Okay, again, a very simple indicating sentence like this is a banana. Okay, so in Russian it will be yes, as you remember, yes, do you remember about this demonstrative pronoun in Russian? Это банан. So in English you usually say something, look, this is a banana, right? And in Russian you will say, смотри, это банан. So the intonation in Russian is very loose and, you know, very comfortable for you. So you don't keep their intonation as in English, right? So in Russian it's just free for you. Feel free to use an intonation as you like. Okay, so and now we're going further, so fasten your seatbelts. Yes, we're taking off to the next letter. And the next one is, do you remember? Do you remember, please? Tell me. So it is where, right? So I again start with the print form, like this. So exactly looking like the English B, right? So, and now the cursive style, okay? So in cursive, you again try to keep everything a bit diagonal, right? So we will start with a downside stroke, and then we make a kind of a stroke looking like the numeral 3, you know? Yeah, like this. Again, please keep practicing with me. Pause the video, okay? So, a down side stroke and then the number 3. Okay, you can do it like this. You can do it in another style. Again, it is not very strict, you see? It's not very strict. Okay, so again, the crucial element is the first stroke. Okay? Then you can make it more beautiful, starting with a kind of a horizontal cross stroke, going down, making an oval and making a kind of a little bit more oval part for their like bottom, yes, from their this, yes, second belly of this letter. Okay, so you can use your imagination, please. Try to make some nicknames, to create some nicknames for these letters. It will be very funny, and you can leave some comments with some nicknames for all the letters. It will be great to see. Okay. So now the small Russian cursive V, okay? So it's pretty similar to what English letter? So you can think, you can imagine. So what English letter so does this letter remind you of? Okay, it reminds me of the upper side, like, you know, so upper side English G, yeah? Okay, like controversial version, okay? So again, it consists of two loops. So you started from one stroke, looping stroke, yes, and another loop, like an oval, right? Yeah, so just like an upside down G, yeah, like exactly. Okay, and the word starting with where. So let it be this word, vaza. So luckily consisted of all the letters you've already knew. So just keep the way I'm pronouncing it. Vaza. I will make a like transcription. Vaza, something like that. And again, do you remember? Yes, what do we need to like make it a bit indicating? Using what demonstrative pronoun? Это ваза. And I will show you how to write it in cursive style, okay? Just pause anytime you need. V and a kind of a line, yes, a little line, just connecting the letter V with the letter A. Again, a line, a very short line, going to connect there, and then again A. It will be like this. So anytime you need to stick to the next letter, just make a little line, yes, connecting all them together. Okay, let's go to the next letter. I hope that you remember it. So the meaning of the word, yes, so vaza means this object. So it's in English, it's a vase. Yeah. So an object in which you can put some flowers, yes, on maybe a vase in which you can put some fruit or vegetables. Okay. So very good. So the next letter is G. So do you remember this funny, this weird gun-shaped print-style Russian G? Yeah, so this is the print-style G. And as for the cursive style, I will show it for you. It's very easy. If you have learned the way you've written B and V, it won't be a problem because it's very similar to their first two elements. You need a downside stroke and a horizontal cross stroke. That's it. That's the way a Russian cursive uppercase G looks like. And the lowercase, if I'm not mistaken, I have already shown it for you, right, in the previous lesson. Just try to remember. It is very beautiful, yeah, like a hook, like a wave. It looks like a swan maybe, just use your imagination. It's like this, hop, 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 very easy, okay? So like a little hook. So it looks like a snake maybe, so you can use your imagination, or maybe like a swan. Yeah, so just feel free to use your imagination to memorize all the letters better. Okay, and as I've mentioned before, I will give you some Russian words starting in each letter. Okay, so let it be the word город. Город means a city. So here you can also find some familiar friends, right? Like G and D, yes, we've already learned them. And just keep listening to my pronunciation of this. Город, город. Okay, so it will be like this. And the stress will be for the first syllable, for the first vowel. Город, город. And again, just to make their indicating sentence, what do you need? Do you remember? So, the demonstrative pronoun. Это город. This is a city, right? But in Russian it will be Это город. And the cursive style, okay, of writing it. And okay, keep watching, keep trying to connect them. So do not worry that we haven't already learned. And like this. Город. And again, let's try. Yeah, so you just try to connect them, okay, with some lines. Well, so let's move further. And the next letter, I like it. I like it very much because it looks very beautiful, especially written in cursive. So I hope you remember that hipster looking bed with curtains on it. I don't know, yes, it's very weird. And it's the print style, yes, this hipster looking bed with curtains. And you can also find another variant. Yes, I told you. So it will be like this, looking like a tent or a boat. Yes. Just this and this. So it's the print style there. And now the cursive. Yes, the cursive style. So be very attentive and do not get frustrated. It's okay. We are just starting, we are just practicing. So again, keep it diagonal. The first element is quite familiar for you, I hope so. Yes, it's a downside stroke. Then you make a little loop going down. Then you make a kind of oval line, go upper, 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 and upper, making a kind of a half moon, yeah, like a half moon. Then going back and making a tail going in the middle, like this. So stop the video, try to practice again. So the downside stroke, a little loop, going, kind of getting a slide, yes, to the line. Yeah, so imagine that here we've got a line, okay, and you like make a glide, yes, trying to stick to the line, then going up and like this, yes, making a kind of a big loop, right? So you see a big loop, a small loop, two loops here, right? I don't know, use your imagination, it looks like a beautiful, beautiful creature. Okay, but actually there is another style, maybe it will be easier for you to remember. Some people do not use these loops actually, even me sometimes. Sometimes I just do it like this, so without this little loop, right? Or you can even do it like this. and it's also okay, yeah? So you can find the different variants. Do not get frustrated, everything is okay. So, and you know, even some, well, it's very difficult actually to find any Russian people who who have very beautiful cursive handwritten style, you know, especially our Russian doctors. Oh my god, their handwritten is a mess. Is a complete mess. So please do not get frustrated. And the small cursive there. So let me see. It's a very easy. So it's just the same as English G. Yes, just the same. So an oval and a tail going below the line, right? So, and if we imagine that we've got a line, yes, how we can, well, just write this there. It will be like this. So you just keep the oval in the middle of the lines, right, and the tail below, okay? So, and now a word starting with there. So I would like to show you a word dom, yeah, because in all Russian bookwords, the first word we learn starting with the letter D is dom. Okay, I will write it in the print style at first, like this, dom, and the transcription is like this. Dom, so it's one syllable word, so the stress is obvious here. Dom means a house, right? So, a house. So you can find even here, you can find the letter, yes, in the house. Okay, and now the sentence. So I guess that you can do it by yourself now, right? Это дом. So you see, even here I've changed my style a bit, right? Because there are two variants. You can use these little sticks. You can get rid of them as you like. So it's quite, well, subjective sometimes. Okay, this is a house. In Russian will be это дом. No articles, no verbs, just a demonstrative pronoun and a noun. Okay, let's move, just come along with me. So, I will give you the next two letters together, just to keep you engaged, because it's very easy. These letters are E and Yo. I want, try to remind you about the pronunciation. I hope you've already learned it. So the way you write it in cursive is very, very, very easy. Just remember the number 3, the numeral 3, okay? The numeral 3, going a bit diagonal, like this. And as for yo, the same, but with a couple of dots on the top. And as for the small cursive ye and yo, they will be the same as the English lowercase e, okay? And yo, with 2 dots on the top, okay? So the way you write it, again, very easy, just keep it diagonal, okay? Keep it diagonal. So, right? It's look like a kind of, a backward numeral 3. And the same with yo. And the words, okay, the words now. So, let it be yel, okay? Yel means a fir tree. Do not get frustrated, yes. Yel. Yel. Это ель. This is a fir tree. And your, well, let it be yours. Yours. Yours means a hedgehog. Okay, so this is a hedgehog in Russian. How it will be? Okay, let's check yourself. Let's try to do it yourself. It will be это еж. It's very easy. Okay. So, and now let's move further. So, in a word еж, well, we've already, yes, again met this letter. Letter Ж. Do you remember? Yes, it looks like an asterisk or snowflake, like this. Actually, this is one print style. We've got another one which looks like a beetle, like this. Just have a look. Yeah, we can do it like this. The capital and the small one. Okay, so and all these things, yes, I can, yeah, they are from print style. So now the cursive. Okay, the cursive is a bit difficult, right? But try your best to do that. Do your best. So maybe the best way to do that is trying to start making a kind of a half moon, maybe, or like a backward letter C, a kind of, yes, a kind of diagonal again. Then you make a very beautiful element, a very beautiful element. So you kind of make a kind of a lightning, right? A lightning in the middle, and then a kind of a letter C, something like that. So again, start it from this, making a kind of a half moon, a kind of an oval, yeah, line. Then you make a kind of a lightning, and then again a backward, yes, element. They are just similar to each other, right? So this is the way capital cursive Russian Ж looks like, and the small one is just the same, but small. Okay, so I hope that it's not very difficult. Just try practicing, okay, again and again, making this element, and in the middle this kind of lightning. So you can make it wider, you can make it more narrow. So you see, it's not strict, so you can make it like this. Okay, quite narrow, right? You can make it a bit wider, and it's also okay. So the size doesn't matter much, a lot. Okay. So, and the word starting with this letter. So let it be жук. Жук in Russian, in English, sorry, means a beetle or a bug. Okay, so this is a bug or this is a beetle. In Russian will be это жук. Yeah, like an insect. So do you like beetles? I don't. But sometimes they can be beautiful. Okay, so, and the next one. So I hope that you don't tired, that you're not tired, that you don't get tired. So the next one is there, and it's very easy because the way you write it in print and the cursive is, well, quite similar. So in cursive it will be like this, but a diagonal one, and the small z will be like this with a kind of a loop below the line. That's it. So the word which we will learn will be зима, winter. Зима. Это зима. This is winter. Okay? And the last but not the least for today is E, and it's very, very easy. So This is the print style, right? And the cursive will be like this. So the element you've already known because of we've learned the small cursive Russian G and just a hook. So again, a kind of a swan and a hook. It will be the very beautiful kind of cursive Russian E. And the small one is just the same, but a little one, okay? And the word will be igla. It's in English needle. So it's a needle, это игла. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Please leave the comments below the video and practice a lot. And so every time you need to write some, put some down, please keep your notes with you, so make some comments upon the lines. Well, so see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye bye. До новых встреч. До свидания.